Hey everyone, it's Tobes, and welcome to your second monitor. Today for Midweek Magic, we have Momir. This is a format that I know some people don't enjoy, but I think it's a lot of fun. Each player has a deck of 60 cards, made up of 12 of each type of basic land, often they're snow lands, and we both have access to this Factory of Momir Vig emblem, which lets us pay X and discard a card to make a token with mana value X, out of a random assortment of creatures that are on Arena. We can only do it at sorcery speed and only once each turn, so it's kind of a balance of when will you start throwing away your lands in order to make creatures versus how often you want to hold on to them so you can have enough lands to play out as your land drops to make bigger creatures later. I think it's a lot of fun. It's very, dice roll lead. The games are usually pretty fast. You win or you lose, and it doesn't matter. You just keep going. So I think it's a lot of fun. So let's see what we can get into. All right, we're rolling right in to game one against Nerevarto. Okay, and we're on the play. I'm going to land go. I like, if it's possible, to start playing my creatures once I can start with a 5-drop. If my opponent is the type to play 1-drops and 2-drops, I usually start on 3-drops. Ooh, opponent is based. We are going to go land go again. And it's not important, but I try to Wooburg in order if I can. Oh, okay, we're going to do a 2-drop. They get an Ingenious Smith, which might become relevant, but I think we can hold off. It's just a 1/1 as far as we're concerned now. Maybe we can wait until turn 4 to play our first creature. Okay. Yeah, and they get Brambleguard Veteran, which is only going to ever be a 3/4, which is alright. Let's play out a mountain and play a 4-drop, which we'll use our other mountain to make. Alright, not terrific. Mercurial Geists. It's a 1/3 and it only ever will be a 1/3 in the air. So we're basically at 16 right now. And they've got, an Ardenvale Paladin. Always going to be a 2/5 basically. Alright, well we got the Wooburg, and that's fun. So here's 5 mana and a forest to make another flyer. Which... it's a Windstorm Drake. It pumped up our Mercurial Geists. Sure. So we can block the Paladin and take 4, go to 12. They get a Scala Wolf, which lets them maybe find a green something. They don't. So we are actually at 13. They didn't attack with their Smith. We're going to start the Wooburg chain over again. Go to our 6-drop, and we have Gurmag Rakshasa. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. And another creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Can't kill anything with it except for this, so we'll go ahead and just do it this way. And we'll swing for 7 in the air. Just try and race a little bit. The Gurmag Rakshasa is pretty okay. Would have been nice if we had been able to kill one of their more dangerous things, but let's see what they get for their 6-drop. Ooh, Fear of Burning Alive. Wow. Pretty bad for us. It is just a 4/4 now, but if they attack, they're going to lose one of their 3-power creatures. They don't. Alright. Well, off we go to 7-drop land. Throw our planes, and we get Skyless Samurai. It's another flyer. Can't say no to flyers. They have to attack all out this next turn, or they just lose in the air. Assuming nothing about their 7-drop changes things. They do get Kyrie, which is a 6-mana, or a 6/6 flyer. And 6 mana, I suppose. But I guess we don't have them in the air if they block our Samurai. So we're going to have to see what we can get at 8 mana. Tidespout Tyrant. Okay. Well, we're going to attack with all 3 of these. They block our biggest one. They go to 1. And now they have to attack, and I think they kill us. No, we can go to 1. It's 1 all. They can bring back... They could bounce some things? Sure. But luckily, everything still has a mana value, so they can't get everything. And that's it. Good game. Good game, Neravarto. There you go. Alright. Well, that was alright. Could have gone a very different way, but not so bad. Alright, and we get a little prize for Midweek Magic, and it is gems. Cool. I wish... Thunder Junction. I'm for sure not rare complete on Thunder Junction, so I wish that it would just choose a different rare that I don't have 4 of and give me that. You know, even if it's something I don't care about, any kind of ICR feels better than 20 gems. But then again, 20 gems are 20 gems. I mean, I'm playing Midweek Magic, so free stuff is free stuff. Alright, game 2 against Gozkib SV. Well, we're going to do what we do. Start with the planes and pass. We've got some cool avatar sleeves. Oh, our opponent's doing the thing too. Oh, hello as you. To you as well, rather. We're going to play this nice mountain and pass. Since we can't do Wooburg, since we don't have an island in play, or in hand rather, we're just going to go with it. Oh, okay. Well, they're doing the thing too. We go with a swamp. They are going to start with a 3-drop. That's fine. And let's see what they throw away. It's a forest, and they get Arnie Brokenbrow. Cool. Okay. That might even be relevant, the haste ability. Well, then we'll join them in their festivities, since they are a festive fighter. And get ourselves a Thallid Soothsayer. Not helpful, but eh. Let's see, what is their 4-drop? It is John Arenicus. Okay. Draw a card if your library has more cards in it than target opponent's library, otherwise we mill 5. So that doesn't really mean anything for us. Yeah, that's fine. We'll play out on their mountain, and we'll see if we can get a 5-drop that can help us. Using a red mana for red powers? Guess not. No attacks. We've got a Saiba Trespassers, which is just a 3/5. So we can at least block. Alright, opponent's got a 5-drop of their own, and it is Wave Sifter. They get 2 clues. Alright, that's cool. John Arenicus is going to let them draw. That's pretty good. Drawing cards in this is extremely powerful. They've got 2 ways to do it. We've got Scion of Ugin. It's just a 4/4 flyer. That's fine. We've got no attacks, so let's move on. Now, because of John Arenicus, they are going to win the attrition war. So, as usual in Momir, it just comes down to what we each randomly get. When this creature dies, incubate 3 for Mom. I don't remember this Enchanted Crocodile very well. Well, okay. Play on another planes and see what our 7-drop will be. It's Orskill Dragon. 4/4 flyer with haste. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get some damage into them. They can get us with that dragon, or the crocodile rather, that's fine. straight to combat. I assume they attack with Arnie. Yeah. They boast Arnie. Yep. Arnie becomes a 5-3. 6-3, sorry. So we're going to trade here and block here. Just take 3. They get to keep John Arenicus, and of course their Crocodile and their Wave Sifter. And now let's see what they do for another 6-drop. Or do they crack a clue? Another 6-drop. Ew, that's not good. That's Savage Ventmaw. Oh, that's real bad. Alright, well, I guess it all comes down to this. We are looking for a good 8-drop that can save us. What will it be? Graz Unstoppable Juggernaut is not it. Ha 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 ha. That's okay. Yeah, that's the end of it for us. They've got 7 in the air, and then at least 3 more, which is 10, actually. So we're not dead, but they are going to be able to have all that mana from Graz, from a Savage Ventmaw, rather. So we block the only thing we can block. And if they can't get a flyer or can't kill us, maybe we win, actually. We've still got flyers. What are they going to do? Are they going to do a 16 drop? 14 drop. There are no 14s. Oh. Good game to you, friend. We are done. Well, good game, Gauskiv SV. That was, I did not expect us to get that one, but we did, and it's great to see that we did. They took a big swing, though. Yeah, every time Momir comes up, it's unsure where things cap out in terms of, like, what's the highest mana value, it's an ICR, the highest mana value you can get from these tokens. We have Kellen joins up. That's a fun one. I liked Thunder Junction. Lots of reasons. But yeah, I believe Emrakul the Aeon's Torn? Am I wrong? Anyway, this is game 3 against Ged. It might be Emrakul the Promised End for 13 as our top end. I'm not sure. Anyway, we're going to do what we do. Plains, pass. Alright. Island, pass. Alright. Opponent has got Gruul mana, and not that that matters that much, but they are making a 2-drop. Is it good? It is Undead Sprinter. Oh, okay. It's a 2/2 Trample Haste. I'll take that. Or I would take that. We will join them with a 3-drop. And, oh, yeah, that'll work. Sandstorm Salvager. We are probably not using its ability. We sure can block that zombie. Can't block that, though. Wingsteed Rider. Although it's just going to be a Windrake for the duration of this, I assume. Alright, we're going to get a 4-drop. Throw away an island to get Brightwood Tracker. Not my favorite. I think we pass. A shame. Just a 2/4. But it does block the zombie all day. Their 4-drop is Faraday, Devil's Chosen. It's just a vanilla 3/3. Sure. Alright, we got our Wooburg. Mini game completed. Throwing away this mountain to get a 2/5 Reacher. Very nice. Let's throw out this 3/3. Let's see if they trade for their 3/3. I assume they do. Yep. And we pass. So we can block both of the creatures they already have. And we can still activate this if we want to. It does give trample. Might be relevant. Alright, they've got a Demanding Dragon. Wow, we're going to definitely sacrifice this creature. Demanding Dragon is a problem for us. That's alright. We started off with another plains, and this time a 6-drop. Ooh, 6-drop. Ooh. Well, Veteran Adventurer is not perfect, but it does let us do some attacking. Once they swing in with that 5/5, at least. Okay, what do we got? Ged. 6 mana gives us Ring Wraiths. One of our creatures gets -3/-3 until end of turn. I assume they choose the Reacher. Yep, seems good. Yep, taking 7 is not too much different from taking 5. Alright. 7 mana. Give it to me. It's Writhing Necromass. It's not terrific. So we trade a 5/5 for a 5/5, surely. Yeah. We are at 4, basically. And they're still at 20. Unlikely that we're going to come out of this on top. But you never know what's going to happen in the upper side of the mana values. We've got Beanstalk Giant. That's pretty scary. Yeah, no blocks here. So, our last mountain, and we are capped out. That's why I like to wait and not start doing this early on, but Earthbend 8 and then untap that land. Wow, that's pretty cool. Let's attack with this 5/5 and see if they take that. Yep. So we have Avatar Kyoshi. That's cool. We got 2 creatures out of it. One of them we have to tap if we want to keep making tokens. They got Vorinclex. Good game. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do anything against Vorinclex, Voice of Hunger. Yeah, we block here, and we just hope for the best on this turn. Sure. Let's make ourselves a 7-drop so we don't have to use our Snow-Covered Forest that is animated. Bunch of Vorinclex triggers. We get Angrith's Marauders. Let's just make this a 16/16 so they have to block it. Not that it really matters. But what can you do? Oh, we get them to 1. Thanks to Angrith's Marauders. But that is good game. They have got us. Good game, Ged. Alright. We are 2-1. And that is okay. Back into it. Going into game 4 against Perry 2354. What's up, Perry? Ooh, we're on the draw. Let's see what our opponent does. Start off with our plains. If you're wondering if it matters what you play, I mean, some creatures have activated abilities. You never know what you're going to get. So there's no way to prepare for it, but having a little bit of a scheme like this gives you something else to think about. Alright, opponent is making no 3-drops. That's okay with me. Are they going to wait until now, or are they going to wait till next turn? Okay, they stop here at a 4-drop. And they have Bristling Hydra. That's cool. It's a 5/4. They might as well make it a 5/4, you know, next turn. We'll join them since we're doing 4-drops. And we get... Ooh, Codus. That's fun. It's just a 2/1, but it blocks all day because of Indestructible. We can't do anything about that? Oh, they pumped it up on their turn, or on our turn rather, when they could have given it hexproof, which maybe wouldn't matter, but okay. Yeah, Codas only lets us cast spells. We can't steal lands, unfortunately. Opponent's got a 5-drop, and it is Flyer, Wingmate, Rock, Raid. When it enters, if you attacked, you make a bird. And whenever it attacks, you gain a life for each attacking creature. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But we have a 5-drop of our own. And it's going to be Pyroclastic Elemental. That's fun. We're definitely not going to be using its activated ability. Alright, Wingmate Rock takes 3 of our life and gains them 1. They make their own 6-drop. Which is Primordial Sage. Alright, it's just a 4/5 vanilla. They will never be casting spells during this. That's okay. We have a 6-drop too. And it is Fire Song and Sunspeaker. Never going to be relevant. That's fine. Let's attack here. See if they trade. Presumably they will for the Primordial Sage. Oh, either way. Sure. Figured they would have kept the thing with the bigger power, but it's their call, of course. Alright, they've got a 7-drop. And it's Hamlet-back Goliath. This is going to get unfathomably big. But Codas can block it forever because it doesn't have trample. Alright. We have a 7-drop of our own, which is Omega Heartless Evolution. For each opponent, tap one thing, put as many stun counters on it, and we gain that much life for its number of non-basic lands, so no stun counters. That's fine. Sure, Fire Song and Sunspeaker can't really attack. Codas definitely can't attack, so we just pass. Codas has got to stay in play so that we can block the Hamlet-back Goliath. Codas, or Fire Song and Sunspeaker wouldn't get through the Primordial Sage, so we just have to wait. What is this thing? Alright, we've got Gishath. Gishath is pretty big, but Gishath is blocked by this Final Fantasy token. Omega. So we're still at a bit of a standstill other than their flyer. Let's keep it going. See if we can get a good 8-drop out of this. We get our own Gishath, but with the new art. Okay. Sure, that's fun. Yeah, if it's just 7 hits from this Wingmate Rock that kills us, that's fair. Alright. They've got Diamond Weapon. Prevent all combat damage that will be dealt to Diamond Weapon. That's fair. And it's got Reach, so even if we get a flyer, we're not worried about it. We would like Reach. Or maybe flying of our own. Maybe a board wipe. Alright. Give us a 9-drop that can do something for us. It is Summon Bahamut. Destroy one target non-land permanent. What's the right choice here? Is it this flyer? I think it's this. I think Diamond Weapon we get rid of. And then we just pass, because Bahamut can fly and can block their flyer. And they're just going to keep sending out 9-drops, as I guess are we. Well, I guess we can make a 10-drop. What's this? Just a 7/5 hexproof. Seems good. Is there a creature with an ETB fling effect? That would be... this only lasts for so long. Well, then we're going to get rid of their Wingmate Rock. What happens next? Draw 2 cards, that's pretty good. And then some cool stuff happens. Let's go ahead and attack first. And let's play a 10-drop. We got Impervious Great Worm, which has been in Momir on Arena since I think the first Momir. That's great. Well, we don't have to worry about blocking anymore. Not that we were really worried with Kotus. If they get something that gives all of their creatures trample, we're done. Ooh, what is this? Demon of Death's Gate. It's a 9/9 flying trample. Pretty good. So Bahamut. Alright, we're going to try and see if there's an 11-drop. There may not be. There is. Darksteel Colossus. Very cool. I think we... Alright. Do we lose Bahamut? I guess we do. So, yeah, we can't attack because otherwise they'll get us back with this 9/9 flyer. We need Bahamut to block. If they don't attack, Bahamut goes off and we kill them. So obviously they will attack. Ooh, Valgavoth! So cool. Maybe they will not read Bahamut too closely and just not attack. Because I think we lose if they attack. Pretty sweet, though. Alright, pass the turn, opponent. No attacks? They're definitely going to attack. Yep, there we go. Alright, block with Bahamut. Trades. Is there a 12-drop? Did we already see that with the other opponent? Have I already forgotten? Is there a 12-drop? The new Emrakul is a 12-drop. Cool. Huh, that's neat. Well, no attacks, I guess. Because now they can get a 10-drop of their own, which may be just Impervious Great Worm. We'll see. It is Impervious Great Worm. A 125/125 Hamlet Black Goliath. That's funny. Huh. Well, we're just sort of feeding them mountains at this point, or lands. Actually, is it crazy for us to attack with Emrakul and then hope to make another Emrakul? Probably. There may only be just Emrakul in this slot, and if there is, that's fine. Icebreaker Kraken. Artifacts and creatures target opponent controls don't untap during their next untap step. That wasn't going to help us anyway. Huh. Okay, well, we keep waiting. Our opponent's going to play an 11-drop, I assume. This is a good game. I love it when it gets totally wacky in Momir. $11 mana for World Spine Worm. When it dies, make 3 5/5s. Shuffle it into your library when it dies. Pretty cool. We may not be able to block anything anymore. Let's keep making 12 drops. Hopefully we... Oh, nope. Hopefully we won't get another Emrakul. We get... Galta! That's fun. It's not It's not going to win it for us, but it's cool. Helps us block some of these big things if we have to. Are they going to start playing 13 drops? Do they get Emrakul, the Promised End? If they do, that's pretty cool. They got her, yeah. Oh, the World Anew. Wait, it's the same as us. That was a 12 drop. Did I miscount? 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, Emrakul versus Emrakul. We're going to keep doing 12s. Hopefully we don't get another Emrakul of our own. We get another Icebreaker Kraken. Still doesn't help. Kind of stuck on that. Can't attack. Alright, do they go for a 13? Is this when they get their Promised End, perhaps? Really, a Craterhoof Behemoth is all they need. It is the Promised End, yep. It's got Trample too, which means that's the end of it for us. Yep. Good game. We're going to have our Emrakul's Kiss. We don't need to block all this, but we might as well. It's fun to do. And we can't block Valgavoth, so we just call it. Good game, Perry 2354. That was a fun time. Are we just -1? Yep. But at least we got rid of a bunch of their stuff. We have a bigger board at the end of it. Doesn't matter that they have a Spaghetti Monster. We're doing fine. That was fun. Sometimes you just get a big messy board. Yeah, Momir's a good time. All right, going into game 5 against A3N. We are on the draw again. All right, our opponent is in the same headspace as us. They don't want to act too early. Unfortunately, we don't have an island, so we'll just play a forest and go. All right, opponent's still going. Oh, there's our island. Sounds great. We're starting off with our Bant Triad, one of those. All right, opponent's starting off on a 4 drop, so we will as well. They've got Archon of Absolution. Wow. Can't attack unless we pay 1 for each. That's rough. Well, here we go with 4 drop of our own. Shipwreck Moray. Great. Okay, what's our first 5 drop? It is Vampire Sovereign, the Beige Rhino. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, can't stop their Archon. Hopefully we can find a flying 5 drop that can deal with it. That's a flyer. It's Menon. That's neat. Keep going. Men in the right hand. I have a commander deck for this on my channel. Check out my Edge of Eternity decks playlist if you'd like to see it. It's pretty cool. It's a cool card. All right, we are at 6 drops. Rakdos the Showstopper. All right, this is... They lose their creatures. We lose our only flyer. That's fine. Rakdos. What do we have for our 6 drop? It's something that can block Rakdos. Okay. Timberland Ancient. March of the Machine. I like that. Alright, opponent has a 7-drop. And it is... Ooh, Wretched Griff. Just a 3/4 flyer at this point, but it's pretty good. They want us to trade here so that their Griff is not blockable. That's okay with me. Play out a 7-drop of our own. It is Thorn Elemental. That's not bad. We'll go ahead and attack with our eel. Pump it up. Twice. Get in for 4. They go to combat for 3. And then they're playing their 8-drop. Which will be the Walls of Ba Sing Se. That's unbelievable. Well, I just feel like that's the end of it for us. I mean, what else can we have here? Yep, Gorex is a card. Let's go ahead and attack. Yep, we can assign its combat damage as though it weren't blocked. So we still get to go through. But they're going to be getting out some other creatures that will be dangerous. There's nothing we can do to stop our Thorn Elemental from dying to whatever they get out next. Or the whatever's after that. Then again, Walls of Ba Sing Se is not itself indestructible. Ooh, Fire Dragon. You gonna kill Gorex, I assume? Because that would have taken out Ba Sing Se. Or the Walls of Ba Sing Se, I should say. So we go to 7. And this is the end of the game for us if we don't get something good here. In the 9-drop slot, what do we have? Bringer of the Black Dawn, huh? That's not great. That's not going to help us. So I think we're just done. Give him a good game. And accept our death. I think this is probably a pretty funny joke. We've got the same deck. Good game, A3N. Alright, we're 2 and 3. And we're hoping that this next one evens us up. But even if not, Momir's pretty silly. We can have fun with it either way. Alright, into game 6, it's Doom Bromako. Doom Bromako, perhaps? Alright, on the play with the planes, and we pass. Ooh, they're starting off on turn 1. Their 1-drop is Thriving Turtle. Okay. We'll just play an island and pass. Unbothered, moisturized, in my lane, thriving. Alright. I think we'll just get started on through the 3 drops. Shrufus. Huh. Shrufus isn't going to help us very much. Got some cute little guys, though. Especially when they've got a Killzone Acrobat as a blocker. Well, we keep going. 4 drops. What do you give me? Water Weird. Okay. So when it deals combat damage, we can mill. This is not great. We can at least block the turtle. Aerith has lifelink. Okay. Well, we don't have any forests, so we're just going to go for our 5-drop this way. And we get Sliver Weftwinder. Okay. Conjure a random card from its spellbook into the top 10 cards of our library at random, then draw a card. Huh. We can get a Sliver. Okay. Mind Flayer. They get to steal our Sliver Weftwinder. Sure. Attack with Aerith. And the turtle. We'll block Aerith. Take 1, let them gain 3. A forest. At 6, we get Kazandu Stomper. We can return up to 2 lands we control to their owner's hand. We don't want to do that. We'll just keep this here to block our own Sliver. Alright. They get the ability to put a counter on everything of their own. Sure. We're going to trade Shrufus for our own creature. We try to find a 7-drop that can equalize things. Zoprindel is pretty strong, but I don't know if it's going to help us. I think Zoprindel's a she. I'm not sure about all these Dominuses. Light of the Legion's pretty good. They won't attack yet, but they will eventually. Oh, they do. Alright. Well, we're going to just try and mitigate as much damage as we can. Do they sack something so that they can fly? They don't. Just mitigate damage. Take out their lifelinker. We've got an 8-drop. Our 8-drop is going to be Elder Deep Fiend. It's just a 5/6 for us. That doesn't really help. We'll pass. So we're taking damage no matter what. Is it going to be 4 damage because they eat their turtle? Is it going to be 2 damage because they don't eat their turtle? We're going to see. This is Brothers War? Yeah. They get a Tolarian Terror. That's pretty good. But we can block everything they have unless they attack with 4 things. Alright. We are capping out at 9 drops. We're going to get Kuro, Pit Lord. Oh. Huh. Not good. Okay. We definitely can't keep it. So we're just going to pass. Do we pay life to kill off one of their things? I don't think we do. See what else they get. Ooh, just a 3/5 Death Touch for Shambling Attendants. Seems good. Yeah, we're doing this. We're going to pay 3 to kill off this thing that could be a flyer. We lose Kuro, of course. We play out another 9-drop. It is Bringer of the White Dawn. Doesn't help us. Pass the turn. So again, we might be taking a guaranteed 2 this turn. But if we do, they lose everything. So, and they get Tsuchi Cave Guard. What a cool card from Brothers War. Do they attack? Even with their Death Toucher? They don't. Alright, we're going to keep trying. Oh, we got our Mana Weft Sliver, so we can't actually even cast something. What's Mana Weft Sliver? It's a blocker. We're going to pass. Zoprandel is the only reason we are still alive. And they have Avatar Kyoshi. That's pretty good. They get a real big land. Are they going to go ahead and attack? That land can attack now. I think they probably have us. Yeah, they've got us. Give them a good game. Let's, not that. Let's do some blocking though. Just for funsies. Give them a Happy Hedron and die. Okay. That was game 6. Hopefully we can keep it going. When I say keep it going, I mean just playing games. I don't mean the losing. Hoping for another win. Into game 7 versus Jay Farelli. Hey Jay. With a Squall Avatar. Alright, we start off with our planes as usual. Cloud. Little mixed message there. We're going to Island. Okay, we're getting out a 2-drop. And it's going to be Daring Saboteur. They can make it unblockable. And they can loot, which is not ideal for them. We don't have a swamp, so we're just going to get out a 3-drop now. Oh, no, not a 4-drop. Actually, you know what? I think I'm just going to pass. See what we can do if we're a creature behind, but sort of up a land. Okay, they've got a Courier Bat. They can loot if they wish. Doesn't give them any real benefit. Nope, guess not. We will play our 4-drop. And it's going to be Chaos Channeler. That's not terrible. Sort of free card draw. Huh. They didn't get... Oh, they're just making a 1-drop. Cerulean Caretaker? Sure. Oh, because that makes that unblockable? Sure. Is that able to kill us? Maybe. Maybe I've underestimated Daring Saboteur. Alright, we get 2 lands that we can play this turn. And we will. We get a 5-drop. Battle Mammoth is pretty good. We're still taking 4 this turn. But maybe we can race now. We'll see. Opponent has a 5-drop. Or do they? Looks like they do. Agency Coroner. Card draw. Alright. Let's see what our 6-drop is going to be. Didn't need to do it that way, but... we'll go ahead and just attack with the Mammoth, see if they let us through. They don't. The Daring Saboteur beats are pretty good, honestly. I think they're reconsidering. Swathcutter Giant is pretty good. I think they're going to lose their... ooh, Horizon Scholar. Nice. They're going to lose their Saboteur this next turn when I attack with my Giant, it seems like. That's if I read it correctly, which, who knows. Oh, I forgot. I was going to play the Chaos Channeler's land. Oh well. Get ourselves a 7-drop. It is Hamletback Goliath. Pretty cool. Yep, can't do anything about Chaos Channeler. Will they trade with the Chaos Channeler? Probably not. They could do 6 damage to me this next turn, but it's not really going to save them. Then again, who knows what they'll get. Might be another Rakdos. Rakdos, I think, is a 6-drop. This is a 7-drop. But we will find out what we got. 7 is... ooh, Dragonlord Atarka. 5 damage divided as you choose among creatures and planeswalkers. Okay, sure. But we are going to get a very big Hamletback Goliath when they do this. All of it to our Battle Mammoth. We get to draw a card from that. And Hamletback Goliath gets very large. Now, I think we kill their whole board if they don't attack when we attack. Maybe I'm wrong. They can attack with their bat and still be okay. Or I guess even with their Sphinx. And they would go down to 1. Yep. We'll see how this goes for them. I think they're doing the math. They can attack with the Sphinx because they can block our Giant with their bat and our Goliath with Atarka. Or vice versa, honestly. No, they can't do... well, they can do vice versa, in fact. Maybe this isn't as cut and dry as I thought. So if they block the Giant with Atarka, Atarka lives. I think I have to play out my creature pre-combat to see what happens with it. Because they've got us on the backswing if they keep all their creatures, obviously. If they keep 2 of their creatures, they have us on the backswing. They have to block our Giant and our Hamletback Goliath. But they're able to do so in a way that where they keep one of their creatures, because they block the Giant with Atarka, and then whatever they didn't attack with, they block the Goliath with that. Then they take 4 from our Chaos Channeler, It looks like they might have just quit, though. It's anyone's guess. And so it's anyone's game. All right. I think this is going to pass to us. Yep. We'll play a swamp. And I do think we need to do this first, because it may be relevant to us. We have... yeah, Lorthos. Which doesn't help us. So we just attack. Do a damage to everything. And I guess hope our opponent has just logged out. Because if they did, then it will give us the win. And if they didn't, we lose. We don't necessarily lose. I think we might lose. Yeah, I think we lose. Because as I was saying, if they block the Goliath... oh, they're still here. Yep. Yeah, I think we lose this one. So as long as they don't put a Tarka in front of the Goliath, they win. But they better do it quick. Nope, they just let us have it. Okay. Good game, Jay Forelli. Alright, well, I didn't want to mouse over during the game because they might have gotten the idea, but the idea, of course, like I mentioned, was if a Tarka blocks this giant, then it eats the giant, and a Tarka lives. Then either of these could just die to the Hamletback Goliath, and they take 4, they were at 5, so they go to 1. Then on their next turn, they have one of these 2 remaining, plus a Tarka, and that's enough to kill us. They could have had it. Well, that is our 3rd win. It is a little bit of a sad one when we have, you know, the opponent essentially time out. Let's see what our prize is. Ooh, Firebender Ascension in Parallax. That's cool. Well, we'll play a 9th game, and this will be our last one either way. Hopefully we'll have something a little more satisfying. Into game 9 against Screamin' Monk. It's a reasonable way of being, I think. We start off with the plains, as we have been. So do they. Ooh, are they gonna play a 1-drop? Ooh, pretty cool. They've got a 1-drop. Kimba's Outfitter. And it's just a Savannah Lions. We're gonna let them have their Savannah Lions, and we're gonna wait until turn 3. Alright. They're definitely going early. Slick Imitator. Huh. Okay. Interesting. We'll play out a 3-drop. Comes in tapped, which is unfortunate, but it's another alchemy card. Okay. Perpetually gets -1/-1, then return it to the battlefield. Yeah, we're not doing this. It's just a 4/3 for 2. They've got a Nazumi Blade Blesser, which is cool, but not likely to have an impact in its special abilities. But we'll see. All right, we've got Rowan's Battle Guard, rather. I don't remember this card. Is this from the Jumpstart product? No, this is Throne of Eldraine. Silly me. This is from some supplemental product. Ooh, they've got a Warcry Phoenix. That's neat. Right? I don't think they noticed First Strike. It's alright. Now they can make it... They can copy a spell they control, which is not something that will happen in Momir. So we throw away this plains and we get our Beetle-Headed Merchants. That's fun. We can attack with our 3/3. I think they'll take it. We could have attacked with the 4/3. Maybe that would have been better. But either way, this is fine. Our merchants, if we sacrifice a creature, we can put a counter on it, but we also draw a card, which might be worth it. Ooh, Blood Gift Demon. Pretty big. Ooh, actually, way too big. Alright, how are we going to deal with this? Well, we're going to see what our 6-drop is. Maybe it will tell us the answer. Rottenmouth Viper. Each opponent loses 4 unless they sack a non-land permanent. They're going to just lose the 4, of course. We're down to 4 if they attack in the air, which they will. I think we swing in with all 3. Don't sacrifice something. I think the clock is just too fast. Oh, they trade their demon for this big thing? And they chump? Oh, and they double block? That surprises me. Okay. They 3 for 2 themselves. Or 2 for 3 themselves? Whatever it is. They lose 3 and we lose 2. Our life totals are practically the same. They've only got 1 creature. They now have another flyer, which is pretty good. But it's just a 4/3 flyer, which is, again, not nothing. But we do have a 3-power first striker. Let's see what Momir gives us. We've got a 7-drop, and it is Hornet Queen. That's the end of the game. They've got to deal with these blight counters again, but I mean, ultimately, that's the end of it. Good game, Screamin' Monk. Wow. Did not expect just Commander Classic Hornet Queen coming to help us out from Hour of Devastation. Love it. My queen. Well, we end... Was that game 8? Maybe. I can never keep these game numbers correct, but that's our last game of the night. So, ooh, Sleep Magic. Very nice. So thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to like and subscribe. Make sure to ring the bell if you want to be notified when I post my videos. Come check out 2 days from now when I post a commander deck for another avatar deck. Another avatar commander, that is. This time it's going to be Sokka, Tenacious Tactician, that is. And most of all, remember that magic is fun. You should play more Magic.